Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 5 stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with Oh Canada. Welcome to the CFHL Season 3, where Jeff tries to go to back-to-back championships when there's only 6 teams in the league. Jeff.
There's 12 teams in the league. Thank you very much. You remember we expanded last time. We added the Saskatoon Berries and the Newfoundland Rock. And you can see here, Adam has designed us some lovely uniforms for Saskatoon. And where's Newfoundland's? Beautiful shade of purple on the Saskatoon uniforms. And we got red and white for the Rock.
Did you happen to fix the helmets and stuff on that? Because actually the red helmets don't look bad on the Saskatoon.
Yeah, well, the Saskatoon ones, we wanted that red helmet for the watermelon look.
No, that was Regina.
Oh, right. I forgot. Oh, okay. I was thinking it was the other one. All right. Well, they both got red helmets in.
Thanks for coming out.
Hey, Took, yeah. Okay, so yeah, like you said, we are back on top of the division after 10 games. No serious issues. One player, rookie, slightly banged up, but he's got 10 points in his first 10 games, so can't be hurt too bad. And stats-wise, our guys are pretty much two-thirds of the league leaders, I guess.
Excellent.
Oh, it's one of the Newfoundland guys has still got his old uniform and fix that. If you get that, if you swap jersey files out in mid-game, some of your older guys might still have an image with the older jersey. So the way to fix that is just open up the picture menu on player profile, click regenerate same picture, and then you're good to go.
For that matter, we need to change so the color's not green and blue there, Jeff.
Okay, fair point.
So this is how you edit colors for a team.
Do you remember offhand what the colors were?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
what do you have? You got codes
or the exact numbers? Hold on, I can pull it up here in a second.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah.
Gonna take me a minute. Can't you just scan it with your? Do you have the images? Yeah. Actually, no. The images are in the.
Oh, actually, hang on. I know
Discord.
what I'll do. I got to open up my Discord menu and I can.
Yeah, the images are there.
I got to go off the screen.
See, we have some talent. Hey, Gudu, thanks for coming out.
And what's secondary colors? Well, it's got to just double purple, I guess.
Yeah, I think. Let me just look here.
Yeah.
I went with a white, actually. And there is a maroon on the inside. Actually, yeah, there's a maroon on the. Which actually looked pretty good. What I was going to ask you was, what do you think of the Paul Fenton firing?
I've not been reading the news at all lately. What happened?
Oh, Minnesota fired Paul Fenton.
Ah, why? Midsummer like that?
1 year. Well, again, I talk about it a lot here because I do enjoy it. As The Athletic has a lot of good writers, and Michael Russo, who used to write for, I think it was the Star Tribune, but I could be wrong on that, writes for them now, and he just kind of went on about. He had a good quote from Leopold, and it was just like, basically, he's a good talent evaluator, but he's a terrible people person, which is, he didn't say that directly, but that's rough. Exactly what it came across. But I said not exactly what he said, but that's what it came across as. More importantly, they're just kind of like, there was not one thing. It was just like nothing was quite what they had hoped it was being. Down Goes Brown kind of, I think it was him on Twitter, said, it's just a good thing to kind of just cut it now, realize your mistake and cut your losses now.
Still a little odd to do it. I mean, it's not super close to the start of the season, but.
Well, it's odd that you let him run the draft and let him run free agency.
It's been done before. I can remember it happening before, but not often. Okay, so we are good to go now. Everybody's got the right colors.
On vacation and Cape Cod.
Ouch.
when he got fired.
Yeah, I've been so busy. We were just getting ready to get the testing rolling on FHM 6, so I've been
Wait,
buried
what?
with
Jeff,
that for
stop
the last.
spoiling things.
No, well, yeah, it's a huge secret that FHM 6 is coming.
Yes, I know it is.
Okay,
Yeah, well,
so
I think he was really debating on it. I mean, Leopold had ties back to him, but it was one of those things that didn't seem to work out for anyone involved. What was really funny was
beat Montreal in overtime there. So continue to roll
they
on.
said Peter Chiarelli is possibly being considered.
I mean, I don't. Can you really hang the Edmonton thing on him? I mean, it's. Wow, we just barely beat Newfoundland. Everything goes wrong for whoever shows up in Edmonton, so I don't think that should really reflect on specific people.
Well, no,
maybe
but
the
I mean,
owner.
they said, Chiarelli, even if you go back to, what did they say? I was reading, and go back to the Bruins, it wasn't him who really assembled most of that team. It was actually Jeff Gorton. He's the guy who drafted Lake Lucic and Bergeron and all those guys when he was the intern GM.
Yes, I mean, you could make the same argument about Mike Gillis following Brian Burke with the Canucks. I'm not really sure I buy it. You still got to make a lot of moves and maintain things to get to the point they did. And we got a 12-game point streak for Drummond going. And the 18-year-old rookie defenseman, we just came back from injury, got himself injured again somehow. Ouch, 5-1 loss to Hamilton. So I don't know if we've got a little bit of an injury proneness problem there. Just actually, let's take a look. His arms and torso are listed as vulnerable. That could be a long-term problem. It's too bad because you started so well. Should be an easy win against Saskatoon here. And 3-0 shutout. Although I noticed the expansion teams are giving up a lot fewer shots now.
Oh, that's good.
They seem to have gotten their act together after the first few weeks. What are they doing standings-wise, though? No, Saskatoon still hasn't won a game.
We kind of shorthanded them, though, forcing them to do a free agency.
Yeah, we didn't
think about
give
that.
them an expansion draft, which is pretty much our fault.
He hasn't spoken yet, but I see P-Wog is here.
No wings in this one, P-Wog.
Yeah, Tuke says, I feel Minnesota's biggest issue is that Leopold won't sanction a rebuild. I think the Wild need to tear it down instead of being constant first-round playoff exits.
Yeah, that's a tough position to get stuck in.
You know what? This is the problem he created when he signed Parise and Suter to those 12-year deals. I said, they had that window. Now those guys are 35 with 6 years left on their contracts.
It's the Blackhawks problem.
And, well, no, the Blackhawks are sitting better than them because...
Yeah, but I know the Hawks have had cap nightmares for how many years now because of all that?
Yeah, now they're okay, though. So, but I mean...
It took a long while to get cleared that out, and look what's left on the Hawks roster right now. I mean... Just taking a look at the roster. Why have we got Wedelainen, who's got a little more potential playing behind Altman? Switch that up. Standings. Yep, still easily on top of the division by a couple of points on top of the league, so... Just going to keep rolling through here.
Well, yeah, there's a difference, as Gudu points out. The Hawks have 3 cups.
Yeah. Well, we're on a roll here. Beat the best team in the Eastern Division 8-1.
Excellent.
And holy wow, look at this. Finn Spencer, the guy we took in the first round. I think it was the first round. Yeah, number 9 overall. 32 games in his first 19, or 32 points in his first 19 games in the league.
I guess 32 games in his first.
30,
in his first 19.
He's played multiple games
impressive.
a night. He's played got 32 points in his first 19 games.
Nailing it.
Is he? He's not quite leading. He's second overall. I mean, he's on the first line, so that has something to do with it. But
okay,
still,
you know what? Can you look back
pick.
at that the rest of that first round and see how the other guys are doing? I'm curious now.
Yep. Okay. Bayless, the number 1 overall, is 10 points in 17 games with Ottawa. Not too bad. Julian, the goalie that Hamilton took, looks like he's not. He must be playing as their backup. The numbers aren't terrific. So I'll say percentage is okay. Smith, defenseman to Montreal, 5 points in 10 games. Not too bad. May not be playing that regularly though. Canu, the goalie to Edmonton, looks like he's starting and doing terribly. Well, he's 7-2, but he's 7-2-1. But goals against average and save percentages are high. Oh yeah, this is where they drafted a bunch of goalies. Borsato to Toronto, who's doing okay as a backup. Brunt to Winnipeg, also okay numbers. Looks like backing up. Staston, who's up to 3.5 stars, number 7 pick to Calgary, is playing in the minors, but getting close to 2 points per game. Oh no, he's still on his junior team. They didn't even sign him yet. Okay. And your buddy Francis LaFrance. The Atlantic Schooner, 10 points in 20 games. So that's the guys that we drafted ahead of us, but our guy Spencer is way out in front. And the other first rounder was Doré to Saskatchewan, who looks like he's playing on the 3rd or 4th line. So a runaway contender for Rookie of the Year right now. And it looks like the Saskatoon expansion team's coach is maybe on the way out after going 0-18 to start the season.
Ouch. Which again isn't really his fault.
Yeah, I mean Montreal's the Newfoundland has at least managed to win some games though. So, and we drop a 5-4 loss to Edmonton against Canu, the goalie we just mentioned. And Spencer's rookie is up to a 13-game point streak. Gets another couple assists as we beat Edmonton 4-1. 14 games, yep. How long can this keep going? We've got another game against Edmonton. Backup's playing a little bit often for my liking. And we win 3-2. Did he get any points? Nope. 14-game point streak for Spencer ends there. And we seem to be getting a lot of games in close succession, although we won again. I got to take a look at the fitness levels for the next one. Had a little bit of a break there. Yeah, some guys. Oh, Rempel is down to the 40s. That's not good. Put in Altman. Oh, it's even worse, down to 29%. I should have caught that sooner.
If only we had another game where we'd been dealing with something like this.
This is way worse than that, though. I don't think we ever got down into the sub-30 range.
P-Wog just showed up and says, so this week, any teases on the new hockey manager?
I've kind of lost track of what I haven't, what I've told you guys so far. We're really close to being ready to start testing, so.
I know something we can tease.
What can we tease?
We can tease that it will probably have some updated rosters.
Gee, you think? Yeah, well, they were.
I mean, I'm just saying that would be something you could probably count on.
Which I don't want to give away too much. We're like I think I said last week. I explained why this little holdup is. We're waiting to get all the graphics finalized because our art guy is actually on vacation this week, and we can't really release screenshots or anything like that until we've got the good non-placeholder graphics in. So just gonna be a little bit of wait on that, and also some license stuff that we're hoping to be able to announce very soon. Okay. I've probably really messed up the rosters here. Actually, I'm just going to read his... Whoops. And the fitness levels there are more or less back to normal, I think. Yeah. Who should be sitting here? Hollick should be sitting. I don't know why we... Wow, Summers, our elderly American defenseman, has been going downhill. He's down to 1.5 stars. I think he actually gets benched in favor of the Czech guy for next little while. And we're working on some, I can't really say anything specific about it right now, but we're working on some improvements to this line, the line screen. Hopefully some ease of use stuff and getting a little more information presented in better ways on that one. And back with the healthy lineup, 6-3 win and 4 points for Drummond. Oh, where did they put that? Oh, no, Spencer's on the second line. He should be fine. And the Winnipeg coach is apparently in trouble as well.
I think you just default that for everyone, huh?
Yeah. Gotta say, in the test seasons I've been playing with, like, just in getting 4 or 5 years into with FHM 6 to make sure the more complicated new systems are working properly. Canucks are doing really well in that time frame.
Clearly, you made sure.
Hey, I didn't. That's Matana's department. He does the NHL ratings, so I can't unfairly give them an advantage. If anything, I've toned the Canucks down a few times over the years because we had some guys who were a little too good. Wow, 7-2 loss to Winnipeg, so that probably helps their coach's job security. These development reports aren't great. No, this one is, there's Summers lost another point of stamina. So he's basically just a fill-in at this point.
You say he's a villain?
A fill-in.
Okay, well, I heard villain, and I'm like, geez, that's a really harsh tone to take with him.
I know nothing about the man's morality. Can't really speculate as to that.
Well, now you need to go edit him and give him a big mustache.
Actually, well, we can find that out.
His morality or mustache?
If
Either
he's got
way.
He's nothing special. Looks like in the chemistry department. Hang on. And I can't remember. Did we add the? I'm cheating a little bit by looking at the edit screen, but coachability, mood, intelligence, controversy. Yeah, his numbers aren't great there, but I wouldn't say he's a villain. Kind of just all around average, and another win against Calgary. We must be pretty far in front in the West right now. Oh wow, we're not even the first. What happened there? Edmonton and Calgary took off. They're both 3 points in front of us.
Wow, Jeff, you're just trying to destroy us, huh?
Okay, they got hot suddenly. At least we got that win against Calgary. And I think Kitchener goalie got another star. I think he's up to 4.5 stars. He was only 4 before, wasn't he?
Something like that.
Lost to Winnipeg.
Let me see. Who are you asking about? Sorry?
Kitchen, the goalie, the starter.
He's 4.5.
Oh, he was 4.5?
Yep.
That may have happened this season too, anyhow, though.
Tuke, the
And
answer to that
shutout
is
against
working on
Winnipeg.
tweaks. Working on tweaks. And Gudu, I actually just saw it the other day. It was the anniversary of the signing.
Yeah, whatever. Duke, I've done a couple of things, just fleshing it out a little bit more. It's going to have the chemistry stuff will have a little bit more of an effect. There'll be a team morale level that if that gets into trouble, it sort of feeds into the owner's happiness. So you don't have to just keep the owner happy. You have to keep your team happy, and there's also a fan element to the fan happiness will be tracked now. So if you're doing stuff
Jeff's
that
really
upset the
getting on
fans,
that Canucks bandwagon.
yeah.
Ah! Oh yes, other big hockey news today was the Rangers have bought out Kevin Shattenkirk. Well, they had to do something to get cap compliant.
Okay, we're starting to struggle now. I was gonna see. I forget I'm not playing FHM 6 here, and I wanted to look at the. We've got a streak column added to the standing screen, so you can see how many you've lost in a row. But we're sliding down. We're now 7 points out of first. Now that's just a little minor interface thing. Fortunately, we got a good bounce back game here. Newfoundland, and it's an easy 5-1 win. And I'll continue it, but has Saskatchewan? They won a game. Saskatoon won a game. At some
Hooray!
point. Let's see who the victim was.
Go Berries! Go Berries!
It was Toronto. They didn't even need to beat the other expansion team to do it.
All right. Well, Toronto basically is an expansion team.
I know. Okay, Edmonton. Finally, we get a 4-3 win over Edmonton. We needed those intra-division points, but we lost our backup goalie out for 4 days, so we're going to have to call somebody up. Byron Murdoff. Good name.
Was that a goaltender? Sorry, I missed that.
That's our third stringer who's playing on the farm team.
Yeah, that is a sweet
name. Send somebody down. Going to have to be the Czech, who's hopefully going to clear waivers.
Was that we drafted him this year? Was that guy?
Who? The Murdoff or the Czech guy I just sent down?
No, Murdoff. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, geez, I screwed up. I scratched the wrong goalie.
Oops.
So we're going to have to put our somewhat injured guy in against Atlantic, and he loses the game. Sorry, dude. See, didn't mean to do that.
I was thinking of the Chinese guy, Nicholas Racine.
Wait, let me... Okay.
He speaks French and Chinese.
Was that the... did we draft him?
Yeah, we drafted him this past year.
Oh, yeah, he's the other...
This is just like... This is crazy.
He's only played one game this year. Yeah, Nicholas Racine. Guy who apparently went to school in Ontario but doesn't speak any English.
Yeah, it's great.
Language is going to have another thing in FHM 6. It's going to have a little bit more of an effect this year if you got a guy who spoke no English on a team where, say, if we called him up and nobody here spoke any French or Chinese for some reason, he would have some morale penalties.
I am shocked at that.
And we're losing despite having a starter in goal. That's so great. And now Zhu, the defenseman who's been hurt twice this year already, now has out for 1 to 2 weeks with dizziness and nausea. Okay, Summers, the veteran, goes in. Oh, man. And now we get our backup goalie back, and the starter is out with a sore hip for, well, he's only day-to-day, but still, come on.
Jeff. Argos are the berries in this real life in this season. The real football season, he means.
So Murdoch is going to get an extended stay on the main roster, making some money on his two-way contract here. Still not going to let him start. Then we got Toronto, and it's a 5-2 win. So hopefully that pulls us out of this little miniature slump. Oh, we lost Spencer, the good rookie now. So suddenly we get the disastrous injury streak. He's only day-to-day.
Gudu says, so how common is it for Canadians to support only an American NHL team? Fairly
Yeah,
common.
particularly on the prairies. A lot of Bruins fans out there. A lot
Well,
of Wings
you know
fans.
what? A lot of it traces back to the original six.
No, even so, when Colorado was a good team, you had a lot of supposed Avalanche fans.
Yeah, but I mean, like, for... Again,
And Murdoch, the third stringer, I gave him the start and he won the game. Or you saying?
Generation a little bit older. A generation a little bit older, it was you either cheered for Montreal, Toronto, or you found somebody else, and then that generation raised another generation of fans. But I mean, it also really affects, like, Winnipeg. There's a lot of people here who cheer for people from Winnipeg, but if you come when the Habs are in town or the Leafs are in town, there is a lot of Leafs jerseys and a lot of Habs jerseys because...
Oh yeah, I mean Vancouver was the same way. Montreal games are probably, I don't know if they're still the toughest tick in Vancouver, but like 10, 15 years ago they definitely were. I remember being really happy one time. My boss had called me into a meeting at work on my day off, and to apologize for that, gave me his tickets to the Canucks Habs game, and I couldn't believe he would do that. Wound up sitting lower bowl for that one.
Nice.
Okay, we got injury problems.
You're letting guys' stamina get 70%
I've been
stamina.
trying to manage that, and it's still. I don't think I've gotten it too far out of line. Boris the Animal, the latest one to go down.
Oh no.
And we're gonna have to, because I don't have any room in the roster to put, call anybody else up. Gonna have to sit a injured backup for starters, the backup on the net, and we get a 3-3 tie. Now it looks like did Edmonton tie that with the goalie out? 1 second, oh no, that's a penalty. Yeah, 5 seconds left, Edmonton tied it with the goalie out.
Ouch.
And we're at the end of 2020. Player poll says Drummond, our center, is the fastest player in the league.
All right.
Not too bad. He's 29. Still able to beat anybody else. Not too bad. And no other mentions, though.
Disappointing, but take what you can get, I guess.
But yeah, speaking of the Tuca saying Ottawa is basically Toronto and Montreal's second home arena, I'm kind of think it's going to be like that for the Canucks in Seattle too. Particularly after the initial expansion enthusiasm wears off. Because it's going to be cheaper to probably cheaper to buy tickets and drive down from Vancouver than
That's
watching
assuming
games.
people want to go watch the Canucks.
Yeah, I think we'll be doing fine there.
I don't know.
And another big pile of
Luongo
declines.
penalty is going to hurt for a while.
We got a 43-year-old playing on the farm team.
Yeah.
43-year-old Latvian
Yeah.
with a Russian name who doesn't speak Russian.
Yeah. Why are you hating?
Okay, we got... No, still not back from injury.
Actually, speaking of which, I just saw that the final Quebec Nordiques draft pick finally retired.
Just now? Who was it?
I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He played a couple games in the
No, somebody who's playing in Europe?
LNAH
Oh, okay.
this past year. He was 43.
Lagoon League.
Let me just see here.
The owner is still pretty happy with us, so no worries there yet. Let's see if we can do something against Hamilton. 3-2 win. Standings, we've crept back into second place, and now we're within 5 points of Edmonton. It's actually a really competitive race in the West. Winnipeg in fifth is separated from Edmonton in first by only 11 points. And Saskatoon won another game. And we've almost got our injured guys back. But we lose 4-1 to Edmonton. So that's not going to help us get any closer. We got fitness issues here. Oh yeah, see, Rempel's health must be... Or stamina must be super low. He's dipping down towards the 40s again, but I got nobody to put in for him, so... Just going to have to suck it up. I don't really like doing that. There's a good chance of him getting hurt, and he's not going to play very well with that stamina level out low. And we lose 3-2 to Montreal. Come on, rookie, get healthy. Now we got Boris the Animal back at least. There we go. And oh, Spencer, was Spencer back and I didn't notice? Oops. And send Doyle back down to the farm team. And I think I'm just going to call up a spare defenseman before Rempel completely collapses. What were you going to say?
David Ling is his name.
Oh, yeah, winger. I remember him. He was with, I think, Calgary for a while, too, wasn't he?
I believe. Let me just pull up his stats here. Yeah, 44 years old and is officially retired now. Last Quebec Nordique draft pick. He played, well, he was with, let's see, St. John Flames, Montreal Canadiens, Frederick Canadiens, Indianapolis Ice, Kansas City Blades, Utah Grizzlies, Columbus Blue Jackets, Syracuse Crunch, St. John's Maple Leafs, Moscow Spartak, Moscow Dynamo, Toronto Marlies, Beal HC, Jokerit, Khabarovsk? I'm not how you say that.
Khabarovsk.
Okay, Amur, yeah. Providence Bruins, Valpisteria HC, Nottingham Panthers, Brampton Beast, Oklahoma City Barons.
Good God!
And then played a couple games in the LNAH the past year.
So he can't hold a job, basically.
Well, actually, no. You know what? I wouldn't put it at that. I'd say you look and go like, this dude's played everywhere. Like he has made a career minor league playing. So good for him.
Okay, roster is back. I think 100% healthy now. We didn't have anybody in the injury list. So let's... Oh, we getting close to the... Where's the trading deadline in this league? February 1st, 3 weeks or so. May need to think about moving somebody if we're going to try for a second championship in a row. Another easy shutout win against Saskatoon.
Guru in the chat says, yeah, he played for Nottingham.
Are there countries he didn't play in?
A few, but not many. Again, you can
Wow,
do
we
that.
only
Good
tied
for him.
against Newfoundland. That's kind of disappointing.
The Rock.
And a 3-2 loss against Edmonton. Yeah, I think we're going to have to make some kind of a deal. Any ideas?
Let's trade away. Let's see.
And one of the obvious candidates is the backup goalie.
Let's trade away Finn Spencer.
Let's not give away our massively successful rookie.
I think Gudu is right. Yeah, our guys who we put in the game should be coming in the next draft, I think. Take a look.
Let's
Well, hold on. Let's take a look here at our upcoming free agents.
the entry draft page. Oh, yeah, we got to check on that.
Well, we actually have some guys who we need to get signed
Oh, okay. Get away from that for a
pretty
second.
badly.
Well, Summers isn't getting a new deal at $2.5 million and falling apart. We do need to get
Drummond-
the backup signed, though.
And Polinic, Christian Han.
Okay, the backup goalie wanted a reasonable amount, so I gave that to him. We may trade him anyhow. Ouch, how much is Drummond going to want? This is going to hurt. At least we're way below the salary cap.
In my game, and again, this is from back October, he wants 11.14 at 6 years.
See, he's
No
gone up to
movement.
11.7 here, so I'm going to take him down to 11.1 like you did in yours and see if we can save us the equivalent of a minimum salary player a year.
Okay, if there's a
5
move
years
to
is
make,
fine. He's going to be good still at the end of that.
if there's a move to make here, is we should trade our captain.
Oh, he wants a no movement. Okay, he dropped down to 11.3.5 or 11.35. So let's do it. Why do you want to trade Rempel?
3 stars, 33 years old, our upcoming free agent.
And he's got that stamina problem too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Although it's, well, no, 13 isn't that good for a top level guy.
Actually, looking in the draft, I don't see any of us that we created.
Might be the year after then. Remember any of the names?
Didn't we have a name like Goalie McGoalie?
Try it.
It was something McSomething. I know that. Oh, we had Gudu Creative. That's right. As one of them.
Yeah, here he is. Wait. Hockey McHockey Face.
There we go. I said I knew.
Yeah, it looks like he's draft eligible this year. There's Gudu's guy. 2 stars. Yeah, also draft eligible.
2 stars.
2-star
Oh,
potential.
only one star potential for Hockey McHockey Face. We gotta up that, Jeff. You need some more skill for Hockey McHockey Face.
Okay, what was I doing here? I was redoing contracts. Han wanted quite a...
Yeah, redoing.
So Han wants 8.5 for 7 years. I'm going to see if he'll go for 5.
Tuke, you are 1.5 star talent, 2 star potential. And unfortunately, your body is all red in the middle. Oh, wait. Tuke is already playing. He's on the Alouettes.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oops.
He's signed as a free agent.
Oh yeah,
Oh
9
no,
points in 27 games. And 2.5-star potential. That's the best one we've seen so far.
I don't remember all the guys we created. You have to go back and check names from that stream.
Okay, who else needs a contract? Polonich too. All of our big guys came up at once. They all want no movement clauses and long-term contracts, although in this case, I'm just going to continue this and see where it leaves our cap hit for the following season. Okay, so there we just spent a huge amount of money re-signing people. And we still got about 20 million cap space going into next year. Oh, there's other guys I haven't signed yet. Quite a few other guys I haven't signed yet. Just because the free agent pool, I'm a little hesitant to let guys go because the free agent pool has been kind of weak the last, at least the first couple of years, this early in a fictional game. Oh, finally somebody wants a reasonable amount. Definitely not signing Summers. He's falling apart. Hansen's 37 and 1 star. Same deal there. Hollick, yeah, he's not getting any better. I'm not going to bother with him. Forsen is making 4.2 million and taking up an import spot if he wants more than about 1.2. 4.5 in 3 years. Dream on, buddy. That's not happening. And is that the last of our 1-year guys on the main roster? I think so. Anybody worth resigning? Put one back up that's a maybe. All these half-star guys, I'm not going to bother re-signing. I can grab them out of the free agent pool if it comes to that. Furby's 38 and injured. Nope. MatTVA only 24.
I like to think we're just helping out.
MatTVA doesn't want to resign.
Newfoundland.
Yeah, well, they can grab all our cast-offs and see what they can do with them. Anyhow, back to the trading deadline thing. I'm thinking maybe we want to move that backup goalie for a defenseman. If in fact there are any decent defensemen available.
There's always
we've
decent
started
defensemen.
winning again. Well, not in this league, I'm not sure. It's a small league.
That's the ones you only play, so you have a chance to win.
Okay, trade deadline is nearing. We've only got a few days left. I'm going to go right up to the edge of it. First deal, Saskatchewan and Atlantic and Toronto. Making a trade. Got Ottawa tonight, and another 3-1 win for us. So at least we're kind of getting our feet underneath us again, and we're only 3 points back at Edmonton. Although they got 3 points in hand, 3 games in hand.
There's a guy here. I don't know if he got re-signed yet, but it might be worth looking at. Is on the Atlantic Schooners, Andrew Bostrom.
Bostrom.
Defenseman, 29.
Atlantic, I'm not seeing him unless he's hurt. Oh yeah, I just got a little bit of a thumb contusion. That's not a problem.
He's an upcoming free agent.
Let's see what we can get him for. Oops. I'm going to try offering him one of our expiring guys and then the rights to or somebody that's on our farm team at least. Maybe Murdoch, that backup goalie. I think we might be able to get him relatively cheaply. Throw in a 4th round pick. And let's see if they'll do that. And Sasson, the Riders roll past us 6-1. Really need to start winning games against the Western teams. And deadline day, and we got no response to that trade yet. I'm gonna have to try something else. Preferably one of the Eastern teams that isn't doing that well. Hamilton has nobody worth mentioning.
What are we looking for?
Defenseman, probably a left defenseman.
I'm just trying to find guys on expiring deals. Do we have a foreigner spot or not?
You looking at that Russian on Ottawa? I could. I
Looking
mean,
at
even
many
if
different
I
ones.
have to, I can put a foreigner in the deal, and that'll work. He's 3.5 stars. He's 34 and got 1 year to go after this one. That's a maybe, I think. And
Well, on Montreal, there's a guy named Lucas Dvorak.
their leading division might be tough to get him out. Dvoracek, yeah, 26, 3. Oh, nice.
There we go. 6'5".
We're gonna have to pay big time to get him out of there, though. Montreal has no real weakness. By the way, we reworked that for 6. The way the weaknesses are described, so you'll be able to see if the team has multiple weaknesses now, and we fine-tuned it a bit so it makes a little more sense as to which players get described as, or which teams get described as having weaknesses. I think we're gonna have to try throwing the backup goalie in with that. Third rounder, and I should include one of the foreign players in that. One of the foreign defensemen. So we've only got a few spots for those guys. Okay, we think this is a well-balanced offer. What do they say? 2 week? Try it with a 2nd round pick. Still 2 week. Okay, let's give him a better foreigner. Oh, interesting offer. We're almost there. Got a prospect guy we can throw at them. Nope, that's not going to do it. Let's try that Swedish center. He's a 2-star. But I don't think they're going to be... Nope, that doesn't work either. Another draft pick then. 3rd rounder from 2 years out. Still no. Okay, so 2 second rounders. There we go, finally. So the backup goalie, 19-year-old Czech defenseman, 2 second rounders for Dvoracek.
That's a decent deal.
And we're going to need a goalie to get called up here. We're seeing the, I think we're going to go with the Chinese-speaking guy. And I'm going to try shopping Summers, the American defenseman that we're not really using, just to see if we get any offers for him.
Sounds like a good plan. Offer him up to somebody to try and get that draft pick back.
That's all once half-star guys we're getting offered. Elderly half-star guys. I don't think we're going to get that second rounder back. A relatively young half-star guy from Hamilton. And from Saskatoon. So yeah, we just got garbage offered there. See if Newfoundland wants to take some of the older guys for draft picks.
Offer him to Saskatoon.
Oh, I will offer some of our guys. I'm going to try him for this one to...
Okay, so what one do you think we created players in? This is actually our 8th episode of this one.
2 ago, I think. 3 ago.
Part 5.
We're not going to get anything back from these guys for Summers. Oh, wait, they did take it. I got a 6th rounder for him. And Hansen, the other old guy, let's try offering him to Saskatoon. Nope, they won't give up 4th rounder for him. Try 6th. Okay, I managed to get a pair of 6th rounders for the old guys.
That's not bad.
And gotta fill out the roster a little bit. Need another forward to call up. So who's doing well on Vancouver? See if I call up my TVA, the guy who wasn't going to re-sign, maybe he'll be willing to sign before the end of the year. Who does the AI want to dress? It's St. Arnaud and Alcock and the lines. Spencer goes back to the first line. That was working a little bit better at the start of the season. I think that makes sense. Other lines look okay. Mativier goes on the right wing. Zhu dropping down to the second pair, but playing with Dvoracek, so gonna up their minutes slightly. Other than that, looks good.
Oh, that's right. There's another guy we created.
What's the name?
Max Power.
How could I forget? 2-star potential. Playing for Newfoundland.
Playing with Newfoundland.
14 points as a rookie.
So where was he drafted? Nope, just signed. All right. I knew there was another one.
And 4-2 win over the Atlantic Schooners in our first game with the new guy. So now run to the playoffs. And no, we're not going to quite make it for this show, but I think we'll do that. Yeah, I think we'll get one more show in with this game, and then it'll probably be time to switch over.
What was Jeff's nickname? That's a good question. I don't remember off the top of my head.
You're going to make me look that up, aren't you? It was something I said. I remember that.
Oh, Coke 1. That's what it was.
I meant to say Coke 0.
Yes, Coke 1.
Nicholas Racine, the Chinese-speaking guy from Quebec, in his first game against Saskatchewan. Oh, loses a 1-0 shutout. We didn't give him much help. You should have won that.
Remind me of that when I create the new series and
oh, fantastic! Just go ahead.
When the new game comes out, and that's going to be the name of our Coke 1.
And we shut out Winnipeg.
Okay.
Oh, good God! Tyler's injured for the 4th time this year.
Stop getting guys hurt.
And I got to call somebody up from the farm team because Dvorak, the guy we just picked up, is down to 26% fitness.
Ooh.
Actually, wait, let's see how much he recovers. We got a few days off here, I think. Got several days off. There we go. That should be good now. Yep, back up to 100. And a 5-2 win for us.
Excellent.
Back to back against second game against Saskatoon. We'll give Racine the start here. Should be an easy win. 5-0, and he gets his first shutout.
About time.
Okay, fitness levels are dipping a little low for one guy at least. Starting to wonder if maybe we should put some sort of a warning in, although that's got the potential to be annoying, isn't it? If you get fitness level warnings if you try to play a game with a guy that's below, say, 70% or 60%.
Yeah. No, it's maybe just need to tweak it a little bit so it doesn't quite.
No, that's not working too bad right now. We also made some changes, so what did I do here?
Don't give too much away. We'll think on it.
Somehow, I don't think I broke anything. I just hit a hotkey for something apparently in Chrome and popped something up on my screen. I don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, we should wind it up here. Actually, let me just get one more game in.
Wind it up.
Oh, great. Now Han's hurt. How bad day to day.
Ha! That's what I imagine you'd be doing on the bench every time.
And we win 7-3 with him out of the lineup. Dvorak,
Okay,
the new guy, got 2 goals and was the first star.
Just hold up, before you do anything else,
Yep.
go to Han's page and nickname him Wrath of.
And give him the Chris Berman nickname.
How do you not
Christian,
love
the
Wrath
of?
of? Wrath of. Ha!
All right, so let's just take a quick recap to see. Oh, wow, hey, we're back in first, or at least tied for first, although Edmonton's got 3 games in hand over us. So we might have a shot at getting home advantage all the way through. Although it's a tight race for, wow, look at the East. 1 point separating 3 teams at the top.
And our expansion teams have a grand total of 7 wins.
Yeah, Saskatoon still hovering at 2 wins. Let's just see their team scoring for laughs. Is anybody doing anything? Wow, their leading scorer has 17 points in 63 games. And that's only because that's the guy that we traded to them.
Well, you know what? They'll have some good draft picks coming.
Yep, the goalies.
Well,
The backups have got okay numbers, but the starters played 39 games and has a 5.59 goals against average. Although his save percentage is just above 900. He's not embarrassing himself there.
Minus 84. As Teak says.
Newfoundland actually has their Latvian goalies doing surprisingly well. They got from Toronto 3.92 goals against average. It's almost respectable.
Not bad.
In the context, and they have one player, the guy that we didn't want to resign, Pascal Breton, is their leading scorer with 25 points, but he's a winger and he's only got 3 goals. 3 goals, 22 assists.
Well, at least they're getting some scoring. That's why they have more
and
wins.
Number 2 guy is Brandon Dornhofer. Good old time hockey name there.
The Dorn.
And take a quick look at ours. Wow, Drummond 92 points in 65 games. Spencer cooled off a little, but he still got 30 goals and 60 points in his rookie season.
Not bad at all.
Well,
Well, Jeff pulls up the rest of those stats. I'll just say thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager 5 stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey. And you can, of course, come on down to our official website, which is OOTPdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to our official forums where you can come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, Perfect Team, or anything else you want to talk about. Jeff, I know I cut you off. Did I miss anything?
No, I don't think so. Just getting a couple more guys signed. And I think we're in good shape for our playoff run. So we will see everybody back next week. I don't think it's going to be, that'll be the 7th. Probably won't quite have anything from FHM 6 to show you at that point, but I'm hoping something for the week after. Hopefully. Although we might, that'll the week after will be this game again. We want to finish off this season. So soon. We're getting much closer to being ready.
Excellent.
Oh, thanks for coming out, and we will see you back here next week as Adam tries to win his first championship ever.
A long way to go in that game yet, Jeff.
It's looking good so far, though.